the Velvet Bulldozer, Captain David Backes, U.S. Olympian, typical of the Blues, aggressive and large, 6'3", 220. And after a couple of scraps, is somebody going to get tossed out of this? No. It's underway and Taves wins it. Not at all out of character for him. He marches to the front. It's off his stick and punted away. But off a couple of teammate sticks by Crawford. Slammed on a cross. Backes there. Led it to the back. Bouwmeester. The crowd yells shoot. Backes through one. Score! Ricochet in. The game is over.
Picked off as the Blues Tarasenko fired it the other way. Roosevelt. Squeeze to the board. Schwartz, a steal, put it in front. Tarasenko, he scored! Vladimir Tarasenko in his 15th postseason game has just scored for the 11th time. It's 1-0. Lehtera and Taves. Taves won it. Keith shot it. He scores! Jonathan Taves won a draw, and the reigning Conn Smythe Trophy winner has tied the game with a long one. Here's Kane. Tees it up, feeds Seabrook with the backhand shot. Good shoulder save, Elliott, rebound! They score! A net front presence from Andrew Shaw! And the Blackhawks on the power play have taken their first lead of the series. 2-1 in favor of the Hawks. Trying to tie up the series. Here's Keith. Panarin tapped it out of there. It might roll to the empty net and will! And a clearing attempt winds up in an empty goal. A minute and a half left and it's 3-1. In game 3 on Sunday afternoon in the UC. And off the draw they score. It's too little too late for the Blues. It's going to be a 3-2 final. Shattenkirk hammered it home off the faceoff. But Corey Crawford and the Blackhawks aren't concerned about stats now. They've got the W.
Given back over to Kane again. Vastny watched him for a moment. Now Bouwmeester as it's taken to the outside and given back by Taves and Seabrook. Power play goal, 1-0.
Taking away the scoring chancer from Tarasenko.
Power play is sponsored by Lincoln Motor Company. The Blues are 0 for 5 on the power play, but not now. Parayko with a blast that finds its way scorching through, and this game is tied at 1. One to the corner by Panarin, goes to work on Parayko. Got it out front, score! Anisimov from Parayko. Panarin with remarkable work in the corner, and it's 2-1 by Roosevelt. A little over 5 minutes gone, third period of play. Roosevelt with a pass that was directed back by the Blues, and they're able to start right back in. Berglund with a shot. He scores! Berglund from out, and the game is tied at 2. End of the first of the 2 penalties. Dropped on back and moving to the front of the net is David Backes to block the vision of Crawford. Worked on by Backes in front. They score! The Blues have broken the tie. It is Jaden Schwartz to make it 3-2.
And it's cleared to center for Vladimir Tarasenko. Sending it deep, Lehtera against Seabrook. Lehtera came up with a Tarasenko, he scores! Jori Lehtera outdueled Brent Seabrook on the end boards, and Tarasenko makes him pay. That is 12 goals in 17 career playoff games for Tarasenko. Andrew Shaw back to Eric Gustafsson, and again Shaw. Hossa, the Blues penalty over. Both teams full strength. Hossa, wrister. Tip the score! Shaw in front of the net. A lot of traffic. Hossa initiated the drive, and the Hawks, after the power play was killed off, have gotten the game tied.
And now Seabrook again. Here comes the captain, Taves. And then Keith fumbles it. Save, Elliott, rebound, and they score. Duncan Keith.
Play from his backhand to his forehand and fires it between the body.
We get Steen now this way. Shattenkirk taking a look. Steen goes across. Lehtera's front of that. Quick shot, they score! Tarasenko from right near the dot. He snapped it home. Laterra providing some traffic in front of the net. The Blues have tied it at 2. Steen along glass, never got through. Tarasenko gets control. Goes across. Here's a centering pass. Knocked away. Rebound. They score. The pass was intended for Backes. He went down. The puck went right to Schwartz. And it's 3-2 Blues on their second power play goal. Van Riemsdyk will try a long one. Elliott the right pad. Rebound. Taken by Panarin. And the pass escaping Roosevelt.
Tough handle there for Michael Roosevelt off the skate.
Now a steal by Steen. He's right in. He scores. What a play by Alex Steen. Without a point till now in this series. He picked off a pass up off the ice. Walked it alone. It's 4-2 Blues. Shaw in behind. Threw it to the other side. Panarin. Hjalmarsson jumped in. They couldn't find him. Keith a long flip shot. Deflected. They score! Duncan Keith, a 55-foot wrister. Deflected. Sailed under the crossbar, and the Hawks down 1.
He's got a lane in on right wing. Shattenkirk hammers it around the boards. Tipped by Hjalmarsson, now walked along by the Blackhawks, and look out. 2. Here's Hossa and Keith. They command Hossa. Shoots. He scores! A short-handed goal by Hossa. Tee it up for Parayko. With 30 seconds left in the Anisimov minor. Now Pietrangelo. Near side, Schwartz. He comes in. Shoots. He scores! Jaden Schwartz, a power play goal! Great shot, way high off the glass. And Panarin again. Pulls up on Parayko. He gets in front. And a shot, rebound, and they score! Anisimov knocks it in. And the Hawks lead 2-1.
Shaw would then play that game. The Blues have got to take advantage of having 65 out of the lineup.
In the final 5 seconds, the Hawks with it. Kane in front, a shot, and they score at the buzzer. Panarin! Will it count? 7 minutes gone here in the third. Blues to center, Fabry. Cuts to the slot. Shoots, he scores! Robbie Fabry! And it's 3-2. Seabrook hit Fabry in the back. Turned over. Here's Fabry down the wing. And a shot off the side of the goal. Fabry again. Great play. Back to Pietrangelo. Wrist shot. They score! Tipped in, I think, by David Backes. And we have got a 3-3 game. Great chance there. And Jay Bouwmeester. Back of the goal, Panik intercepts. In front, Kane, toe drag move. And a shot. Oh! Rebound, he scores! And Kane ends it. Elliott is mad as Kane has ended this game in double overtime.
It's dropped back and sent back around. Marian Hossa turns with it there. Fed one that was tapped by Parayko, dropped back on, but into some trouble. Shattenkirk tries to escape. They score! A turnover. And the Blackhawks strike first, and it's Andrew Ladd. Rebound, we side of that. It's forced wide by Desjardins with a great opportunity for Chicago there.
Desjardins redirected the initial shot, and then what an opportunity there for Desjardins from the pass from Weiss.
2-on-1, it's on to Upshall. Score! And the game is tied. Taken by Stastny once more. Fed one in front. That one ricocheted off a pair of players, one aside, and it's Brouwer working to the outside. On back, Pietrangelo shot. He scores! It's 2-1 in favor of the Blues. Brushed across by Van Riemsdyk. Hoisted right back in again by Hjalmarsson. Led back ahead, and it's Schwartz charging back up the wing. Tucked it back over. It's fed to Tarasenko. He scores! Tarasenko! It's 3-1.
The positioning of Elliott.
On comes Andrew Ladd, and his shot was high and just wide. Played back along further, pinching is Panarin. It's drubbed into him. He fed it across. Oh, a save by Elliott. Rebound score! Blues with another fire wagon change. Rifled all the way out. Panik able to get it there. Panik able to twist with it. Fed one across. Right around in front. Taves. Score! Van Riemsdyk on the feed from Taves, and the game is tied. Despite the 3-3 score, there have been lots of great defensive plays. Here's Panarin shooting one, and that one was knifed down by Shattenkirk. His stick falls out of his hand. He tries to get it. It's knocked away. And a quick shot is in! Under the crossbar! What a shot by Dale Weiss! 4-3. Still looking over the trapping. 25 to go power play. The deal is over to Taves, then back along to Kane behind the net. Has Shaw peeled off to the outside. Got it to him! Score! Van Riemsdyk throws it around. Shattenkirk kept it alive. Fed one hoping for Schwartz. Didn't get it. Thrown down. And it's Ladd. Can be picked up now and advanced by the Blues to the outside. Reversing on back was Laterra. A couple of Blackhawks in the way. And a quick feed in front. A save made by Crawford on Tarasenko. Bumeister. Score! A deflection in front! He's sitting down, and now back to his feet is Gunnarsson. The duel there, and it comes back to Parayko. Hurried one that's grabbed off. Parayko shot it! But they have a 2-goal deficit to make up. Led back ahead for the carry on, and then Schwartz wiped out, and bringing it back up is Panik. Led it on the wing, and it's Hossa. Fires! He scores! Marian Hossa with a scorcher up the wing. Cuts the lead in half. 15 are the Blackhawks on the power play. Kane dished it across. Taves took it there. Met by Pietrangelo. He hands it on back to Duncan Keith, then back onto Taves again. Deals it side of the net. Slammed in! Bad angle shot and in! Andrew Shaw! So Gustafsson cancels out because of the hard work of Fabry. Puck goes back in, and Stastny retrieves there. Stastny nicely able to pull away. Got it to Fabry, side of the net. Save! Rebound! Score! 22 to go. Seabrook there. Menaced by Stastny. Got it nicely through. Panarin ahead. Let it back up the wing. Taves there. Met by Steen. Loose one sent around by Panarin. 10 seconds to go. It's Shaw. Stoking one back to the corner.